Hey my friend, this is Kim here, and I'm a vocal coach. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to sing with more ease, range, and freedom. Specifically talking about this thing called the mixed voice in the middle part of your range. So this is the mixed voice. Have you ever gone to sing your favorite songs and come across this section that sits right in the middle, and this happens to you?
My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on the shelf. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feeling was gone. Wishing all my feeling was.
You find it super difficult, you feel like you're pushing, and you feel like there's a ceiling that you're hitting and you can't get any higher. And you're either going super heavy or your voice cracks, wishing it would sound like this.
My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on the shelf. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feeling was gone. I gave my best to you, nothing for me to do, but I've one last cry, before I leave it all behind. I've gotta put you out of my mind this time.
Well, if that's happening to you, then I have a solution for you today. Well, before coming across my video, you most likely would have done some research on YouTube on how to sing higher. And also you would have probably come across this thing called the mixed voice. So what exactly is this mixed voice? So we have two main vocal registers, the first one being the chest voice. If you put your hand on your chest and say, "Hey, how are you?" you should feel a bit of sympathetic vibrations on your chest. This is referred to as your chest voice. So the next register would be called head voice or falsetto. I use these two terms interchangeably, so I try not to make a big fuss out of head voice or falsetto. So in order to find your head voice or falsetto, try and make a Mickey Mouse voice like, "Hello everybody, my name is Mickey Mouse." I know it seems goofy, but that's one of the ways to find your head voice. So again, you might be thinking, so what is this elusive mixed voice? Well, very simply put, it's a blend of these two registers. Some of you may even argue that it's a softer belt or a more controlled chest voice, but it really isn't. Nowadays, it's scientifically proven that the mixed voice and the belt are indeed two different things. These days, you can use spectrograms to analyze the acoustic makeup of the mixed voice and the belt, and research has suggested that they are indeed two separate things. It's got something to do with formants and harmonics, which I will be talking about in my future videos. So I'm not going to go into Physics 101. We're here to learn practical singing. So the mixed voice is a coordination, or mode if you will, that helps you sing all these high notes with more power, freedom, and range, which sounds a little bit like your chest voice and your head voice blended together, but without all the strain and tension in your throat that you might experience if you were to pull up your chest voice or belt. But you may have come to the realization that this famous mixed voice isn't so easily attainable, and it's likely not working the way you want it to. So today I'm going to give you a few exercises that's going to hopefully fix your problems. Today I want to share with you a vocal exercise called the buzzy card, which a vocal coach named Tyler Wysong showed me. It's really amazing, and I believe it's going to help you manage your vocal technique so you can sing throughout your range with more freedom. First, I want you to take a business card or a credit card and place it in front of your lips like so. And next I want you to try and make an ooh shape and then blow in it. like so. The amount of air you'd use for this would be similar to as if you're trying to cool off something hot that you're about to eat. So what this does is it lands you in something called flow phonation. For now, flow phonation just means it's going to land you in something that's going to make singing easier for you. We'll go into technical details in another video. One thing I want you to play around with is contrast. So I want you to try and make a really breathy sound, like you're sighing after a really long day. So that's called breathy phonation. Then you want to juxtapose it by making a more pressed sound. So the pressed sound can be used in a lot of styles of music. This is an example of pressed phonation in the song.
My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on the shelf. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else.
In my opinion, it's a really cool sound to sing in. But at times, if you use it for too long, it can become a little fatiguing or even a little straining. So next, I want you to try and find something in between the breathy phonation and the pressed phonation. So something in the middle would be called flow phonation. So breathy phonation would be like this. Pressed phonation would be like this. Then find something in the middle. It feels really easy and it feels really good on my voice. So right now I want you to try and sing in flow phonation. Let's start at an octave below middle C with the buzzy card. And then we're going to follow it up with a mum after each sequence and then an ah. So it's going to be a 3 exercise sequence. The buzzy card, the mum, and the ah, like so. Mum, 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 ah. We want to try and keep the same pathway for mum and ah as we did for the buzzy card. So instead of thinking that the sound should travel this way, you want the sound to travel up into your head, like so. Instead of you see the second one kind of sounded a little bit more shouty instead of keeping it flowy and light. We want the mum and the ah to follow the same pathway. Mum, 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 ah. You should sort of feel the voice migrate up into your head. It is a perception, but it's something that I actually feel, and it's really useful to think that way. Mum, 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 ah. 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 Now for the example we're going to do today, we're going to take it up one more. So the highest note would be an F sharp for the One Last Cry song. Now that felt really effortless and it felt really easy. And one more thing I'd like to mention is on the ah vowel, you don't want to open the vowel up at the top. So what happens if we open up the vowel? So can you hear it becomes a really shouty sound instead of the sound migrating up this way, like so.
Wishing all my feeling was gone. Wishing all my feeling was gone.
Verses. So you can hear the one that opens up sounds really shouty. I feel like when I open up too much, there's more strain on my throat. And that's definitely something you want to avoid. So then we're going to try and put the lyrics where the exercise was. So it may take a few tries or a few weeks to internalize the feeling of singing in that specific part of your range. And that's okay. Everything takes practice, but it can be done. So if you're having trouble with singing higher, it's most likely you're stuck in press phonation. And if your voice cracks, it's likely that you don't have enough chord closure. So the buzzy card is a really good exercise to fix the balance between too little chord closure and too much. We're going to try and apply the exercise to an actual song right now.
My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on the shelf. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feeling was gone. I gave my best to you, nothing for me to do, but I've one last cry before I leave it all behind. I've gotta put you out of my mind this time.
Have you ever been told that you're not a natural singer or you don't have it in you? You're not meant to sing high notes. You're a bass. You don't have high notes. But the thing is, these notes aren't even that high. It's right smack in the middle of your range. Just because you haven't developed the coordination and technique doesn't mean you can't. Although these notes aren't that high, but most songs sit at this part of the range. A lot of people might muscle it out and they might yell or belt it out, and that's okay. But I'm here to teach you how to sing in your mixed voice. Sometimes these notes feel super high for you. It's because you haven't developed the proper coordination and technique. So even an F above middle C for a male tenor voice might feel high. But once you've developed proper technique, this part of the range feels super enjoyable and easy to sing in.
Wishing all my feeling was gone.
So try this exercise out. I'm sure it'll help you. It's helped me tremendously. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down below. And if you've got any questions, you can ask me also. I'll try my best to answer them. So if you want to learn to sing with more range, power, freedom, and confidence, definitely hit the subscribe button, because I will be releasing videos every other week to help you all sing better. I'll try my best to answer them. And if you've watched this far, come on, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to click the notification bell button so you'll be notified when I release a video just like this one. Have a good one.